Still early days in this race, but there's a lot more going on. Mortafon still leading. Mattis up into second place. What a comeback from him from that first mark rounding. Then Jordi Vonk. Oh, and Mattis makes a mistake. Mattis makes a mistake. Preen made a little bit of a mistake there as well. And he's touching down. Maker's kind of had the door open. Everard's come through from Belgium. Yeah, not over yet, is it? We're definitely seeing more mistakes on the jibes than before. There's some big gusts coming down through the competition area. A few guys taking smaller sails, obviously with the holes out there. If you mess up that jibe, you could be in trouble. They've got the small wings on because of the big gusts, but that can be a problem if you find a hole. So Everard trying to hold off Nico Preen at the moment, the two Neil Pride JP riders. Mortafon's round. Vonk's round, not a good jibe from Vonk. Not a great jibe from Nico Preen, and Everard shut the door on him there. He manages to keep it going. And it also looks like we might have lost someone else on that other mark. Who's that in the water? That's not Mortafon, is it? Can't be. Mortafon must be clear ahead by now. But someone took a bit of a dive at that last mark. Jordi Vonk, Everard and Preen in your picture right now. We're expecting to see Mortafon ahead of these guys. But you can't really see the wake. Yeah, Mortafon's miles ahead. Okay, so Mortafon cleanly round. And we've got Everard and Vonk and Preen fighting it out. But they're already a bit more clear ahead now. So just can't afford any mistakes. If they keep it all together, this should be an easy qualification for the top four riders here. Mattis, can't believe that was the mistake from Mattis, says Fortune. He prefers a bit of fin racing from what I can understand. So that's the finish. Okay, so there we go. Mortafon, Vonk, Everard and Preen. That's your top four into the semis. Okay, so we're going to have a little look at that race to see exactly what went on. There was a few moments of interest in that one.
A couple of crashes also.
Yeah, just look at that start. Everyone looked good at that point. And let's see where we lost anybody. There's definitely some moments. Mattis was, quite far back. Look at this. Mattis goes from 6th place and then cuts inside. Look at this. Wham. See you later. And by the end of the last shot, he was into 2nd place coming into this second jibe mark and then lost it on the foil there. And that was kind of the end of it. And Nico Preen had a bit of a moment there, but managed to save it. And then it was Maker that went down. Okay, so it was Maker that went down on this jibe mark, which is what we missed. Yeah, there we go. So Mortafon, keeping it consistent, as usual. So, heat number 4 up next. Bruno Martini leading this event so far. We've got, we've got some big guns here. Amado Vrieswijk has showed some devastating speed, but it's had a bit of equipment failure so far. And then we've got Enrico Marotti. He's had moments of brilliance, but it's all not gone his way so far. Vinter, we've got Board, Delarue, we've got Jules, Hessels, and we've got Van der Berg. 15 seconds to go until the start.
They're already coming full speed to the start line, and then first mark.
Yeah, here we go, lining up. We got in the middle. That's Lohan Jules. Good start by the looks of it. Bruno Martini again on the money on the start. We've got Amado Vrieswijk a bit further back with Enrico Marotti. We've got Cedric Board in there and Noah Vinter on the Patrick stuff. So Noah Vinter in 5th place, Cedric Board in 4th, Amado Vrieswijk fighting it out for second and third, him and Enrico Marotti. But Bruno Martini just really has got it together here. Really impressive to see him just going on an absolute run right now. In, you know, being consistent when literally everyone else in the fleet is not being consistent. It's an impressive thing to do. So Bruno Martini, Amado Vrieswijk, Enrico Marotti. And we've got Cedric Board, Noah Winter, Lohan Jules.
Everyone survived the first mark at the moment.
Yeah, everyone's still up and running. We don't say that very often. But I'm sure these top three, like some of the biggest guys in the business, probably all of them around 100 or just over 100 kilos. Maybe not Enrico, but it's probably not far off. Coming into the second jibe mark, Bruno Martini. Say he's had his helmet ripped off today. He's had to find another one. I don't think they found the helmet.
It will come back to the beach.
Oh, who just went down? That was Noah Winter.
Looks like a Severn, I think.
Oh, it's Cedric Board. So Cedric Board goes down. Oh dear. Good news for Noah Winter because Winter was behind him. Noah Winter obviously on the Patrick sail and Cedric Board on the Severn. But it is going to be Bruno Martini at the front once again. Amado Vrieswijk in second. And then we got Enrico Marotti in third. And Noah Winter up into third place now. Into fourth place, sorry. Fourth place and a qualifying spot. That's the big news, really. Board's back on the gear. And it's pretty windy out there. How windy are we talking? 25 knots, something like that?
Something like that, and it's always coming more and more wind. So
yeah, solid. Yeah. So yeah, Bruno Martini, Amado Vrieswijk, Enrico Marotti, and Noah Winter. That's your top four. Fourth place not guaranteed. He cannot afford a mistake. He's got Cedric Board behind him. We know how quick Cedric is, but if he keeps out all the mistakes, Noah Winter should be finding himself in another semi-final. And there he is. That is Noah Winter. Denmark 777777777.
it's just 4 sevens.
Just 4 7. Sorry, confused. Look at that. There we go. That's how you jibe. Keeping it nice and tight. Enrico Marotti in third place. Amado second, but out in front, as you can see here, it's Bruno Martini from Italy. He's been in absolutely amazing form today here in Sylt. He probably just doesn't want to stop. And that's another result. Obviously, it doesn't matter where you finish here, but he's in safely into the semi-finals. Amado Vrieswijk as well. Enrico Marotti. And we're expecting to see Noah Winter.
And it looks like it'll stay like that.
Yeah, probably one of the lighter riders in the fleet. And Noah Winter will get that fourth spot. So there we go. Those guys will join Mortefon, Everard, Vonk and Preen in the second semi-final. Here's a recap of that race. It's a tight first reach battle.
Here we have that first mark.
Yeah, nice. Solid. Solid. Yeah, what happened to Cedric Board? I mean, Cedric Board's the one that missed out. He was the one in the top four and in a qualifying position. Maybe it was at this jibe mark where it went wrong.
Yeah, there he fell, yeah.
Oops. Not what you want to do.
Sure not.
Nice close-up action there.
With all your sevens.
Well, that's like a helicopter shot, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like.
Amazing. Amazing what you can do with the drones. So, yeah, great race. So, that was the fourth heat. Fourth of the quarterfinals. Next up, we're going to get into the semi-finals, which will be heat number 5. Who have we got in it? I hear you asking. Who have we got in it? That's who we've got in it. We've got Johan So. We've got Maciek Rakowski, Matteo Iachino. We've got Sukas in there. We've got Goya, Thomas Goya. We've got Daniela Benedetti, Nico Goya. And we've got the Wolf. What do you think of the Wolf? He's about your height, isn't he?
I don't know. I didn't really see all the guys from.
How tall are you?
About 180.
180.
80. Something like that.
Not too tall then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, tall enough.
Yeah,
You're taller than me. I mean, you're definitely tall enough. Maybe it's the hair gives you an extra couple of inches. Yeah, good size for slalom.
Everyone says I should try.
But I mean, the people said that about Costa, and you know, he doesn't. Yeah. So it doesn't. I mean, you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy the race.
Yeah, sure.
Right, let's have a look. What we got? What the hell's going on here? Something has gone wrong with my YouTube channel. Let's have a look. Day 4.
Meanwhile, the yellow flag is up.
Yeah, yellow flag is up. It's all right. I'm just trying to sort out my my YouTube channel. I've got the comments have disabled themselves somehow. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's have a look. Let's refresh. There we go. Did we lose? Did we keep losing the stream? Is it me or do we keep getting new streams? Someone tell me at home. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe it's just my system. I seem to keep losing it. What have we got here? Surfstream says, I want a hoodie in this new purple JP Neil Pride style. Okay. New stream. Yeah, I thought it was okay. So it's not just me. At least it's not just me. It's up and running again. So yeah, we seem to be losing the stream every couple of hours. But we are on. Semi-final.
Less than 1 minute to the start.
Number 1, heat number 5. Who's going to make it into the top 4? Really not an easy semi-final. None of these semi-finals are guaranteed. We're expecting to see Johan So. He looks good at the moment. He's looking in fine form. He would be one guy I would be like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes that final. But we got Maciek Rakowski's going to be pushing hard. Iachino is going to be pushing hard in this one. He can't afford to take it easy, Matteo Iachino. We've obviously got Goya, Benedetti, and the other Goya, and then the Wolf, again, German, in Sylt. He's not going to be taking it easy. These guys are going to be pushing. They ain't slow. We've got Sukas as well from Greece, going to be pushing hard. So here we go. Coming up to the start. Where is everybody? We've got down the bottom end, Matteo Iachino looking good on the red Severn. We've got Thomas Goya also looking good. Nico Goya upwind of him. Maciek Rakowski a bit further back, same as Johan So. Benedetti even further back. But we've seen guys come from Benedetti's spot and come through on the inside of this jibe mark. So keep your eye on those big top wide guys. They seem to come really through as the jibe tightens up. But it looks like Matteo Iachino, like I said, he's going to have to push hard, and he is pushing hard right now. The Italian cannot afford to not make the final of Elimination 3, and that is where we're at right now. Johan So making a move in 3rd place, but it is going to be Matteo Iachino in 1st place. Then we've got Nicolas Goya. Then we've got Johan So. Look at the inside boys on the foil, tightening up. So Nico first. Johan So fighting out with Matteo Iachino. Then we've got Thomas Goya. Maciek Rakowski out of the qualifying spots. Benedetti out of the qualifying spots. Wow. Couple of big guns missing out. They're going to be pushing hard. Maciek already making ground on Thomas Goya. Out in front now, though. Look at Johan So go. Look at him go as we come down this reach. He has gone out into the lead. He's squeezed through the middle, and he has already got a fair few meters on the rest of the pack. The beast is in beast mode, and he goes round this second jibe mark in first place. Matteo Iuchino in second. Then we've got Nico Goya, and Benedetti goes to the inside, trying to go inside Maciej Rakowski, but he's not really made it. He nearly took out Maciej, but he's had a terrible jibe. And now Maciej Rakowski is holding his line with Thomas Goya. So Maciej Rakowski going head-to-head with Thomas Goya for that fourth spot. There's 3 riders ahead of him who are looking good, but Maciej Rakowski is where the action's at, and Thomas Goya in 5th place at the moment. Nico Goya, Thomas's brother, in 3rd place. 2nd place, Matteo Iuchino, but look at the lead of Johan So. Super consistent, the young Danish rider. They don't call him the Beast for nothing. And the Beast is leading this one and looking like another final without any mistakes. Not the best jibe from Matteo Iuchino, but keeping it going. Maciej Rakowski. Let's have a wider shot, boys, so we can see how this race is looking out. How is it looking? Maciej, yes, looking good. Ahead of Benedetti, ahead of Thomas Goya. Wow. He's done some damage there. So Thomas Goya looks like the man that's missing out at the moment. Suka's too far back as well. Thomas Goya is going to need to make a move on this next jibe mark. He's got Benedetti ahead of him, but Benedetti is not in the top 4 either. We've got Johan So out in the lead, and Maciej Rakowski is pushing Nico Goya. So Johan So round in first. Then we've got Matteo Iuchino. Maciej Rakowski goes to the inside. Inside, oh, and Matteo with a mistake, and that could open the door for Benedetti. Keep your eye on Benedetti. Benedetti is not out of this now. Benedetti's coming through on the yellow challenger. Benedetti is far from out of this race, and he has just taken it to the other Italian, and Matteo Iuchino is going to miss out here. Matteo Iuchino is getting squeezed in a sandwich. Well, so is Maciej Rakowski. Maciej Rakowski has not got the speed. He's got a very high line, and to get down to that finish line, I think he's going to struggle. Oh my God, what a change at the last mark. It's going to be Johan So that wins it. Benedetti second, Goya third, and it is going to be Matteo Iuchino that gets the 4th spot, and Maciej Rakowski misses out on the final. Can you believe it? Wow. Benedetti, how did he do that? This is the guy that's leading the world title race at the moment, and that's what he does. He left it till the last moment and then pounced at that last mark when he saw the opportunity. There was a mistake from Matteo Iuchino. Maciej kind of stayed high, but didn't seem to have the line to pull it off. Wow, what a race. How'd you like that?
Yeah, it was a tight one.
A tight race.
Really tight one.
Tricky stuff. Wow. Maciej, he looked like he was home and dry there. That's going to hurt. Here we go. Little highlights of that race. I mean, look at that. Johan So just cruising in 3rd almost, and then just puts the hammer down on this reach. By the end of this reach, he was already up into 1st place. And that was where Benedetti, I thought that's where Benedetti had totally lost it. And then, wow, comes on the inside of Thomas Goya there. He's racing well, Daniele Benedetti. This is it. Look at Benedetti right back there. Maciej sitting in 3rd place right now and then gets pushed up. Goya goes down. Yeah, wow. Maciej really did lose the most there. Okay, second semi-final, we've got Mortefon, Everard, Vonk, Preen, Martini, Vrieswijk, Marotti and Winter. 40 seconds to go. Some big guns in this. Yeah, they all can't make it through. Only 4 riders can make it into the winners' final. Mortefon had 2 4th places so far. Preen has made both winners' final. Bruno Martini leading this event. Marotti and Vrieswijk have been up and down, that's for sure. They've got the speed, they've got the skills. Have they got the consistency? Is their gear all sorted? We're about to find out. We've got 10 seconds to go until the start.
They're already coming full speed to the start line.
Full speed is on. 2-0 prize down this bottom end. Bruno Martini, Enrico Marotti right down the bottom end fighting out. We've got Amado Vrieswijk higher up. Then we've got the phantom sail of Mortifon. We've also got the other Neil Pride in the mix. Actually, it's Nico Preen down this bottom end, but it's Bruno Martini. Look at the speed of the Italian once again. He has just found an absolute winning combination right now. He's got the consistency, he's got the speed, and he is doing what he does best. When he's at the front, he's in Terminator mode. He's got the speed. Look at him go, man. This is the first reach, remember. This isn't at the end of the race. He's pulled out that on the first reach. That's how fast he's going. So Bruno Martini round in first place. Pierre Mortifon in second place. Then we've got Nico Preen. Then we've got Enrico Marotti. Oh, what happened there? A little bit of a movement there, just underneath the camera. We didn't quite see it. No, he's still up and riding. We've got Amado Vrieswijk in 5th place at the moment, which is not the guy you want in 5th. Oh, no!
Going down.
Another wipeout for Amado Vrieswijk. Something is obviously not right. That just doesn't happen. But Amado Vrieswijk goes down once again. And that is going to have to suffer that. It's been a disastrous day for Amado Vrieswijk. Glimpses of absolute brilliance, but just the consistency is not there right now. But the consistency is there with one man, and it's Bruno Martini. Look at this. This is kind of exceptional performance from the big Italian. Nico Preen as well, been really consistent. 2 finals for the German. On home soil, so to speak. Home waters. I mean, he doesn't live in Sylt, but it's Germany. Mortifon, he's had 2 4th places in the final so far, but it's Bruno Martini still in first. Then Nico Preen. Then Mortifon. Then Enrico Marotti. 3 Neil Pride, JP riders in the top 4 in this semi-final. It's impressive stuff. We haven't really been speaking about Becker today. Where is Becker? I just kind of saw that Patrick and thought that, but he's not in the semi-finals, so he's definitely not had a good day today. Michel Becker won his first elimination here last year. But this is the second semi-final. 3 Neil Pride JP riders in this final, as well as Pierre Mortifon on the Phantom gear. Jordi Vonk is in 5th place. Could he do it? He would need a mistake for the top 4 riders. Oh, no, he's not. He's in 6th place because that is Bruno Martini so far ahead. Nico Preen in 2nd. Now Mortifon moves up next to Nico Preen, and then Enrico Marotti. And it is the Patrick rider. I think it's Vinter just behind. Denmark 7777 7777. No, just 2 4-7s. It's like Robbie Nash back in the day, just with 7s. So there we go, top 4. Easy in the end, easy, like a cruise. Being high, though, and coming down to that finish is definitely not easy. Enrico Marotti's got a bit of a run here. We've seen that not always pay off, but it looks pretty consistent. So Bruno Martini easily in the final. Mortifon in the final. Nico Preen and Enrico Marotti make the 3rd elimination final. Okay, so we will be going to the women's final next, but I think before we go to the final, we've got an interview from the last round.
Marion, you took the win on that one. Talk me through the race.
Yeah, I managed to win this race. It was super hard, harder than before. Wind super strong, but still you are like you are not flying with the foil. But it's quite difficult. Happy to finish the 2nd and 1st.
What do you think is making that feeling of not flying?
There is a lot of things in the water. Lot of things.
What size are you on, to give people an idea?
I was with 4-5 sail and 450 wings.
Okay, so small sail, medium wing.
Yeah.
And how are you feeling about the next one?
Yeah, looking forward to go again.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Justine, it was a perfect run with a win in the 3rd one, but what happened in the 4th one?
Well, I kept quite big gear and the wind picked up, so I was not good. and my wing is a bit soft, so it was just vibrating under, and I saved myself a few times, and yeah, this one was too much. I crashed and I took some time to get back on the board, so yeah, the girl were finishing. I said, okay, I go back to the beach, I change the gear, and hold in for, I think, the last one for us, but let's see.
You say big gear, what sizes are you on?
I was with 6.0, all the guys I was saying with 5.7 or stuff like this, so I'm going to go down in the sail. And I had a 450 front wing, but it was too big, so I'm going to change everything before the next one.
Good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. Justine Lemaitre on the big stuff, 6.0 and the 450 front wing. That's the same size as the boys, so that's impressive. This is the final of Elimination 5 for the women. So Van der Veen, Alabau, Davico, Mortefon, De Jong, Engelman, Biaggiolini and Lemaitre. Lemaitre, I should say. Engelman, she's been looking good, but she's not actually finished the race in good positions. I was looking at the results before, and I was kind of like, oh, she's not actually had a good day, but she's been right up there and challenging. So let's see if she can get it together in this next one. Obviously, Justine saying she's changing down to what, 5.0, I guess. She must be changing down to the 5.0.
Yeah,
and,
probably.
400 front wing or something. So yeah, it's obviously pretty breezy out there. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win this next one. Will the change of gear make a difference? Definitely had a bit of an advantage in the first one, you know, because she had the bigger gear, but then that advantage got lost when the wind cranked up just that little bit more. So it might be interesting to see if she still has that advantage with the smaller gear. We are into nearly the 2-minute stage. When we see that yellow flag go up, it will be 2 minutes until the start. And there we go, 2 minutes until the start. Do you want to make any predictions, Sol?
I don't really know. They all look quite good and fast, so yeah, just want to see who goes fast.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. So yellow flag up in the boat. Boat Dusseldorf. Das Boot. Been a long day already, it feels like, with this races. I wonder how many more we're going to do. Like, this could be the last elimination of the day, or they might go for another one. They do like to push the guys out there and the girls out there on the water. I mean, the women have already done, this will be their 5th elimination.
Yeah, 5th.
Yeah, 5th elimination. Casper says Justine will win. It's not a bad prediction. She's looked good all day, but Marion Mortefon, you know, if they're all on the smaller gear, that could change things. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it will. Because she definitely was on the bigger stuff earlier, and she had a bigger speed difference, and she was able to hold it down. But maybe now that will change. Let's see. Not long to go until we will find out. Elimination 5 for the women. There will be Elimination 6 as well. The big question will be, is this it for the men, or will they push hard to get another one?
It wouldn't surprise me if they push hard now the wind is coming up.
It wouldn't surprise me either. Media-wise, it's always nice to finish a bit early. We can get the video out for you guys at home, but let's see. It's a sunny day. The wind is pumping, and yeah, let's go. Let's go. 5 seconds until the start. Justine Lemaitre up the top end, so still confident with that speed. Marion Mortefon further down. Blanca Alabau with also a good start. Van der Veen as well with a good start, but look at Lemaitre come through. Devastating speed in the middle of the pack. Well, we got a few connection issues on our side, but looks good. Look at that on super speed. Is someone speeding that up, or is she going that quick? That was absolutely insane. She flew down that reach. I think it might be my connection there that just zoomed her up, but she did go past Marion Mortefon at the front of this fleet, and these two are having a hell of a battle once again at the front. But Justine Lemaitre is really holding it down. She's getting picked up and moved around over the place, but manages to hold it as we come into this first mark. And it is going to be Marion Mortafon that gets the inside line. Lemaitre has to go inside, and it's a good jibe. Look at that. I think with the foiling, if you can get that inside line and get the press, you get this slingshot effect. And we just saw that with Lemaitre then. Really nice jibe from Justine. Pretty impressive stuff. So Justine flying. Marion Mortafon, look at the lead. This is after one reach, remember. You've got to appreciate how fast these top girls are going. They are absolutely flying. And look at the wind out there. You know, this is not easy conditions. There is some crazy, crazy gusts coming through the course area. And it's not easy, like I say, a bit of seaweed in the water, that changes how the foil feels, and that just adds to everything that's going on out there. So if the people weren't enough, the riders, the buoys, the jibes that you have to do, the waves, the swell, the gusts, the change of angle in the wind, and then you've also got, you know, something that's changing the lift in your foil. There's so many elements going on. It's absolutely mind-blowing to think that that's what you've all got to do by standing on this board and just moving your feet and the sail around. It's kind of crazy that you can even do this. I saw someone talking about America's Cup earlier. This is way better than America's Cup, surely. Come on, prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It's much more exciting for me anyway. I'll be honest. I am a little bit biased though. But Justine Lemaitre leading this fifth elimination in the women. Didn't actually finish the last elimination, but she won the first three. And she is looking in fine, fine form right now on the S2 Maui Sails and FMX boards. Look at that. That is the proper foiling stance. Really long lines. We're talking 45s or something like that. You know, really long. Some of the guys, I think, are into the 50s, which is kind of crazy. I know some of you out there have got 22s. That's far too short. But, you know, some people, 24s, 26s, 28s, 30s is kind of normal. But when you talk about these foilers, we're talking, honestly, into the 40s, some into the 50s, which is kind of crazy when I think what I grew up using back in the day. It was like the shorter lines, the better. If you could strap into your boom, you would. And how times have changed. Okay, well, Justine Lemaitre, I mean, she is just looking in unstoppable form right now. She's changed down, and I think she's extended her lead even more now she's changed down. You know, I kind of thought maybe that might change things, but looking at that, she's got half a reach ahead of Marion Mortafon. Marion Mortafon is not slow. We got Blanca Alabau in third. And then it looks like Bobby Lynn in fourth place. She's having a good regatta right now. I think she's up into fourth in the overalls. And how old's Bobby Lynn? She must be your
My
age.
age,
Yeah,
yeah.
14, something like that. So, you know, good to see the young girls pushing through. And it's definitely a bit different here to Bonaire than what she's used to. It's
Yeah, sure is.
yes, it's sunny, but it's definitely not as warm. And there you go. They can see the competition site behind the reach. That's how far out they are with this offshore wind. But Justine Lemaitre, what a great day she has had so far. That's the fifth elimination win for her. Fourth elimination victory of the day. So 4 wins out of 5. And she's looking very good here in Sylt and maybe closer to a world title in 2024. Marion Mortafon crosses the line in second place.
There we have Blanca nearly crossing the finish line.
Yeah, and it will be Blanca in third.
Yeah.
So solid. I think Bobby Lynn in fourth as well. If she stayed there, that would be pretty impressive. Mario says, for sure, this is more exciting than any other sailing class. I agree. Like I said, I'm biased, but I just don't see any other argument. It's just not. You don't see people going full-blown crashing on the reach in America's Cup. You just don't see that. There's no unexpected just crashing. Any good sport has to have unexpected crashing in it, for sure. Tight racing, speed, skill. It's got everything. What do you mean unbiased? Yes, I know I'm biased. Right, next up, we're going to have runners-up final in the men. So the best you can get if you win this runners-up final is a 9th place, which is not bad. It's not where you want to be. These guys want to be in the final. But if you're in this runners-up final, you've got to make the most of it. You've got to win it. So Rakowski, Sukas, Goya, Wolf, Winter, Vonk, Everard, and Vrieswijk. All of these guys will be pushing hard. No one's going to be taking it easy in this runners-up final because you need to win it. You literally need to win it if this is maybe going to be a counting result for you. Oh, is this it? Are we already in? We might already be in. So it looks like Maciej Rakowski heading down this first reach is going to go around in first place. So Maciej Rakowski, then Sukas, then Vrieswijk going to the inside of Sukas. Great jibe from Sukas there. Really nice jibe. He absolutely left Amado for dead there. Johnny Sukas giving it some. And there's a bit of a hole actually on that first mark. And that's what I'm saying. When the guys and the girls go smaller, there will be bigger holes on the course. And you can't afford to mess up the jibe. You've got to keep your speed up with these smaller foils and smaller stuff. Soon as you slow down or you mess up, you're dropping off the foil. They're not going to cancel the race because you messed up your jibe. It doesn't work like that. Because if you keep the speed up, that foil will keep the lift. So Amado Vrieswijk in third place, but he wants to challenge Maciej Rakowski and Johnny Sukas here. So Sukas on the RRD, Maciej Rakowski on the Future Fly, and Neil Pride sails. Amado Vrieswijk on the Future Fly, and Severn sails. Oh, it's getting windy. There's a few gusts, but there's a hole going to come up anytime soon because as we go further down the course, John Sukas now, look at this, challenging Maciej Rakowski. Sukas pushing down the bottom end and Maciej Rakowski having a few moments here. Looks like he's got a fair bit of power, but it is going to be Sukas that goes round this penultimate jibe mark in first place. And now, could he win this runners-up final? Maciej Rakowski, good jibe from him. Amado Vrieswijk behind in third place. First place, remember, is a 9th, and Maciej's losing it. He is losing it, but he's managed to get it back together. He nearly had lost it there. He's somehow got it under control, but Amado Vrieswijk is reeling him in, and he's going to go from second to third just like that. Amado Vrieswijk is on him. Sukas, though, holding out in the front. Maciej Rakowski has finally got control again as they're coming into this last jibe mark. And Maciej Rakowski's not given up that second place yet. He's still got that overlap, so Amado won't be able to go inside or cut inside him. Oh, he will. He will. What am I on about? He will. And he has. Amado Vrieswijk has not given up on the first place. Who's your money on a drag race on the last reach? I'm putting my money on Amado Vrieswijk. This guy is an animal. He's an absolute animal, and he's not going to back down because his foil box is a little bit loose. And he is waving around a little bit, but he's managing to hold it on. Sukas is holding him. Sukas is holding him. Can he hold off Amado Vrieswijk? I don't know. 100 metres to hold off the animal. I don't know. Look at him go. Sukas is doing a good job here, though. Sukas is doing a good job. He's got a lower line. He could come through. Johnny Sukas to hold off Vrieswijk. I think he did it. I think Sukas got the win there, and that will be a 9th place, which is a great result for the Greek rider. Amado Vrieswijk will have to settle, I think, for second in the 10th place, and Maciej Rakowski will settle for third. But they left the rest of the fleet for dead, pretty much. Good race. Let's have another look at that. It does look like Sukas got it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back to bring you the final of Elimination 3.
Elektromobilität ist nicht länger nur etwas für die Elite. Die Revolution hat begonnen. Der neue Citroen EC3 ab 23.300 €.
Neues von Ehrmann. Du hörst das Knistern, spürst die Vorfreude und schmeckst die Schokolade. Großer Genuss ist Grand Dessert von Ehrmann. Keiner macht mich mehr an.
Upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon.
Okay, here we go. We are getting into it, aren't we? Yes, we are. This is the final. Elimination 3. Johan So, Benedetti, Goya, Iachino, Martini, Preen, Mortafon, Marotti. Bruno Martini leading the event so far. Johan So, really consistent. I think depends who wins here. Could change the event leader. Bruno Martini, if he finishes in the top 2, it'll be close because he's had a third and a first, and Bruno has had a second and a first. But here we go, lining up. Let's see if we can pick them out. A few Neil Prides in this. We've got Johan So in the middle on the black sail. Down this bottom end, once again, Bruno Martini, Nico Preen. Oh, the big crash. And it looks like that was Enrico Marotti who crashed up there. Matteo Iachino looking good. Goya looking good. Johan So back in the pack at the moment. Bruno Martini letting it all hang out down this bottom end. So is Nico Preen. Matteo Iachino is looking good, though. Goya. Oh, Bruno, where's he gone? Has he gone? Is he still up? He's still up. Bruno Martini has somehow saved that. He must be so low for this boy, but he has somehow saved it. if he makes this buoy, it's impressive stuff, but he's going to be struggling. He lost so much ground there, so he's not going to be first for the first time in a long time. It's going to be Nico Goya round in first, but Bruno Martini somehow squeezes round in second. Matteo Iachino is in second. When we've got Johan So, we've also got the other phantom rider, which is Pierre Mortefon, and Johan So and Mortefon fighting it out, and it's Johan So that's winning that battle. So Bruno Martini a bit further back now in about 5th place. Can he get into this top 4? We know he's got the speed, but he hasn't really been in the pack racing. Some massive gusts coming through the competition area right now. This is Elimination 3, and Johan So is making his move. Johan So is making his move on Goya. Goya goes round in first, Johan in second. Then we've got Matteo Iachino. And then we've got Bruno Martini. And a mistake from Iachino has allowed Bruno Martini to push up into 3rd place. Bruno is absolutely in Terminator mode right now. He is absolutely flying. Look at this. Bruno Martini coming back. Look at the speed. You do not know. Oh, my God, he's off on one. Bruno Martini is off on a downwind run. Oh, my God. If I was Johan So right now, I'd be worried. Out in front, though, Nico Goya looking good. Nico Goya leading this one. He's got the 2 big men behind him. Johan So, Bruno Martini. Then we've got Matteo Iachino and then Pierre Mortefon. But it is at the front, Nico Goya, and Johan So is making a move now. Johan So is definitely making his move. He's going to try and put the hammer down on this reach. He knows it's his last chance. And look at the speed of the Beast. The Beast from Denmark has pushed through into 1st place. This guy is so fast. It is extraordinary. Look at the speed he has just done on one of the fastest guys in the world. In fact, Nico Goya might have the fastest speed in the world on the foil, and Johan So has just blown him away on this reach. Johan So goes round the last mark in first, and Bruno Martini's not given up on that 2nd place. Bruno Martini goes for the gap, and he gets it. What a race from Bruno Martini. Bruno Martini is my hero. This guy races all or nothing. He isn't just going, you know what, I'll settle for 3rd. This guy is going for every inch, every position, and he deserves what he gets. But out in the front, the Beast is looking like he's going to win this one. Bruno Martini, though, I'm not sure he's given up on that. I am not sure he's given up on that, but the Beast is leading. Johan So looks like he's going to get a win here in the 3rd elimination, but Bruno Martini is absolutely flying down that bottom end. Johan So takes it. Bruno Martini in 2nd. What a race. Then Nico Goya, then Matteo Iachino. Good race from him, just ahead of Pierre Mortefon. I don't know who else was in that race because those guys were just on fire. America's Cup? Are you kidding me? Yes. Give it a rest. What a race. What a race. Bruno, that's what we want to see. We want to see Bruno back in the pack. Because when he's back in the pack, you know you're going to see fireworks. Oh, look at that. That was Enrico Marotti. What? Bucking Bronco. Oh, yeah, Benedetti. What happened to Benedetti? Let's keep an eye on that yellow Challenger sail. We were so big. Oh, he went down to that 1st mark and then got a hole. What a race from Bruno, though. Look at this. Inside Matteo Iachino. Little swipe there. And that was one done. And then sails down on top of Johan So. And look how far Goya's ahead at this point. You're thinking there's no chance. This is Nico Goya. Johan just absolutely blitzed him on this reach. Devastating. Devastating. That last move, though, from Bruno on Goya on the last mark was the big one. This was, that took some balls there. You risk losing everything. He's leading the event, and that is why we love watching Bruno Martini race. He doesn't give a shit. He just goes for it. He wants every place in every race, and that's why it's exciting to watch. Yes, he has some crashes every now and again, but when it comes together, it's amazing to watch. Are you not entertained? That was epic. So, Bruno Martini, by finishing 2nd there, does that give him the lead? He will have 4.7 points. And I think the Beast will have 4.4 points. So, I think the Beast is going to be leading this event now by 0.3. Wow. The two big guns. Loving it. Enjoy that, Salt? Good race?
Yeah, sure do. Always exciting to see who turns on the inside of the buoy and then goes up first or second. And
great racing. Absolutely incredible. So there we go. Are we having a women's final next? That's the question. That's a nice close drone shot for sure. That is Mr. Johan. So, the beast. So, in theory, we might be having another women's final, or maybe not. Let me, I'm waiting to hear in my ear what the call is. Definitely windy out there. So 5th place Mortavon, it was 6th place Benedetti, 7th place Preen, and 8th place Marotti. That's it for the day. Okay, so that is it. We are hearing that is it for racing today. And I think that's a good decision. You know, the boys and the girls have been out fighting some pretty difficult conditions. I'm sure they've got to go home, fix a few things, a few of them, sort themselves out. You know, it's hard work out there. It's not a walk in the park, let's be honest. So we started racing at what, 10 something this morning. That's 5 hours of something of racing. I think that is enough. So that's good to see. So we'll be getting interviews, hopefully, on the beach with the guys, but insane racing. Just some, let me know in the comments what you're thinking of that sort of racing. And like, give me your best arguments of why that is not the best racing on the water. I don't know. I think it's better than Formula One. Come on. What would you rather watch? An hour of people following each other, doing pit stops? I know there's a lot of Formula One lovers out there, but come on. Don't give me that. You put that sort of money into this type of action with all the interviews, all the pit walks, all the crew, all the cameras. This is much better, I tell you. I'm telling you. You can't make this stuff up. There's not many sports in the world where something as unpredictable as just totally crashing mid-race or, you know, going inside and tight racing like this. It's not MotoGP, this, but better because you've got the unpredictability of the wind, the water, and all that sort of stuff. You know, with them guys, the track doesn't move. Don't get better. Come on. I want to hear some arguments. Tell me I'm wrong. Casper says Formula One is boring. I'm with you. Boring. Boring. There we go. Wojciech says Formula One is boring. I agree. But you don't get... honestly, I'm going to be... Okay, so just heard, unfortunately, we're not going to get interviews, but they will be in the highlights tonight. So, yeah, unfortunately, we can't get any interviews. So apologies for that, but thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us today. We've had some really exciting racing, some full power, crazy foil action. What a day to kick off the racing. Obviously, this is day 4 of this competition, but it is the first day of racing. It looks like we could be on for racing again tomorrow. Could be freestyle. We don't know. So you'll have to tune in then to find out. But thanks for tuning in. It's been a great day. Thanks to everyone who's joined me. And we'll see you tomorrow for more action.